Hello everyone and welcome to Nerds Fail Me. It has been a while since I have put something on YouTube, but I enjoyed this game so thoroughly that I just felt that I had to. We are going to be playing some Innerspace. I am planning to put the full playthrough up on YouTube, so we've got that to look forward to. This is a game that I believe I got for free on the Epic Games Store, but I sort of regret not having actually given them my money because I really do feel that it deserved it. It is very, very beautiful, so strap yourselves in and I hope you enjoy this wonderful fly through such a beautiful world. Where is Lane? He's tangled up in things. Here we go. Alrighty, let's see if I remember how to play this. It does have a brief tutorial at the beginning, it's like the opening level. I like stuff like this. And I can control where those balls go using my right stick. Which is a nice little thing on the... I love little things on the loading screen like that. So yeah, there's the load profile. Is that a missing thing? Huh. I wonder where I missed that. Oh well, we'll have a look through for it this time. Wind created the inverse and keeps its worlds intact. The ancients built great networks to harness the energy called wind. And we get to see that soon. The ancients prospered, but this would not last. Demigods arose and drained the inverse. The world ended. It is said the ancients tried to escape the inverse but failed in their last hour. Now the world and its secrets await. I can sit up a bit. So this is like a loading program. Also, I need to like pull up my sleeves slightly because they're falling over the controller, which I just nearly dropped. Okay, good luck from Archeo, archaeologist. Oh, it's rolling, okay. Okay, I thought that the tutorial was different to this. I can yaw and roll. Well, it's easier to roll and, like, pull up. Okay, so then I can slow down, I can speed up. Left shoulder to drift. There we go. gotta be the shiny rocks. I'm not used to the drift settings. And dive mode. There we go. So basically we're a plane that can transform into a submarine. But yeah, so the drift, the drift works exactly how you'd expect. You drift through the air, but you can rotate freely. And there is one aircraft that when you try and drift, you stop dead, and it is absolutely cheat mode. So I will not be using it. I'm actually considering using the very hardest plane that breaks after one impact. But that's our little friend the archaeologist. His little submarine. I hear you. Who am I? You, my friend, are an autonomous flying machine, the first our world has seen in a great deal of time, most likely since the time of the ancients. I constructed you from designs that I found in one of their relics, and now here you are, alive. And also speaking to me. Astounding. You're asking questions that I don't believe you were programmed to ask, like, why am I here? I was hoping you could be my research assistant, if you will. As an archaeologist, I study the ancients, a highly advanced civilization who once lived here. However, in my expeditions, I found that there were places I couldn't reach, areas I couldn't access. I needed a partner. I need you to soar where I can't reach and help me chart the uncharted. Hence I named you Cartographer. Let's get to work then. Right, let's talk more discovery. It's time to get to work. Hopefully you didn't skip your flight simulation, because you're about to get a crash course on relic collection. So let's test those wings and collect it, then bring it back to me to analyse. I can't wait to see what it is. Oh, one last thing. For now you should stick to the air. Your current airframe doesn't have the ability to deal with water quite yet. Good luck. Alright. So literally, you just have to fly into the relic. So this is cool. You actually get to see these relics and interact with them. So if I pick up the battery, I can then plug it in. And you can see the wind phenomena around it. And if I rotate, you get to see the rest of it. This device houses and harnesses wind to be used in a variety of apparatuses. Despite its age, it appears that none of its wind has been depleted. It continues as if never used. And then you can pull it out again as well. And when you pick up something like that, you actually do stop, so I can rotate freely and aim as I please. My job for now is to get back to here. Nice job. Send me the relic so I can analyse it. Deliver. Great, just give me a moment to study it. Why don't you take this chance to practice your flying some more? This may take some time. I'll notify you when the analysis is complete. See you soon. I don't know if flying around here... Yeah, it is just flight practice. I don't think I can do anything yet. Well, for now, here we go. Oh my, this relic is no ordinary find. If my hypothesis is correct, it may allow us to explore far greater reaches than I first thought. Would you like to hear my theory? See, this relic is a large reservoir of wind, the main source of energy for the universe. This device uses wind to activate ancient technology. For instance, it opened the door, which is why I couldn't leave, there we go. You can now interact with ancient technology. If it opened that door, what else can it activate? Oh, okay, so that's why certain doors in the world open when you get close, because the battery reacts with them. Beyond this cave lies the Inverse. I spend my days exploring in silence, journeying through abandoned structures, hoping to find anything the ancients may have left behind. By collecting and studying relics, I hope to record as much as I can about the Inverse. This way I can learn of its past and maintain its history. As with this room, the gates of the Inverse have been shut for a long time, but you can open the way. What do you say, cartographer? Do you want to see what secrets the Inverse and ancients hold? Do you want to unravel the mystery of this place together? Sure, let's go. By the way, you can access the relics you've collected via your airframe's digital menu. Take a look at it when you get the chance. Now let's depart. So yeah, I can now get through that door. Also, these sleeves are annoying me, so I'm just gonna... There we go. Try not to crash. With my little flappy plane. And here we go. Wow, nice landing. While you're here, is there anything you'd like to know more about? I'm going to go not particularly because it's just going to be a lot of dialogue. I think I know what the relic was that I missed in my previous playthrough. It's really hard to get and very, very difficult to explore for. We'll try it, but I don't know how you complete it. Okay, mouth of the cave. Flying through that tunnel and... oh, this is a problem. The tunnel's blocked. But it has those shiny strings holding it closed. So you cut them with your wings? Should be able to cut them with your wings. You're a rugged-looking creature, I dare say you could. If you're running low on space, try drifting around walls to make tight turns. In the places I want to show you, drifting will come in handy. Now then, fly. Here we go. Huh. That's a dead end. Well, only one thing to do. And look at that. Welcome to Dawn, Vessel. So now we get a bit more into the free exploration. Actually just gonna drift around here. So I want that. So this stuff is wind, basically. It's sort of an in-game currency, but you don't use it up in quite the same way you might otherwise expect. You collect it, and certain amounts of it are required to activate certain relics. For example, there's a relic down here, I think. Or is this a ship component? My controller's vibrating to warn me that, yep, I'm just about to hit the ground. Okay. Relic chunk obtained. Stop flying upside down. I'm going to have to go back for the wind that's over there. It's not necessary to collect all of the wind in the game, but it's fun to collect early on. I'm doing this thing where I keep tilting my head. Rather than just rotating the plane. Should probably get on top of that. Is there more wind around? I'm not sure. I don't believe that there is, although there is something down there. I think that's underneath the water, is it? No, it's right on the surface. Actually, spin around. Because somewhere through here, yes, there's more. Might as well get it all. Can we even fit through here? Yes? Maybe? Yeah. Here we go. Hearing that noise coming from behind me. Is there something in here? It's probably the other side of that. Okay. So how do we get into this end of this structure? It doesn't look like we do from this end. There's a few of these exits. I can see all these structures on the surface of this. But somewhere around here, I believe... Yes, here we go. We can reveal part of this building. Not my fault. It was like that when I got here. Didn't just destroy some ancient Archaea tech. Here we go, there's a relic piece. And in activating that switch by flying through it, that unlocks something else. And so does breaking this, I believe. Here we go, yes. Perches allow you to rotate before launching. And then I can grab this. Relic acquired. This crystallized machinery. Let's clean it. Attach a machine part. And another machine part. And flex. To reveal a ragged sail. Shorn metallic frame. A fallen canopy of a past civilization. It resembles a wing but is not capable of functioning as such. This unlocks a new airframe for us. Which is exactly what I need. So let's deliver this relic. And I can now use the piano airframe. Which is vastly more capable than my previous one. So, be glad to have your services underwater, cartographer. My sub's not nearly as agile as you, and there are plenty of treasures to be found in the deep. New places to explore. Speaking of new places, you've sparked my curiosity. Just like your airframe, there's no reason for us to stop here. Several ancient sources reference a constellation of chambers, multiple worlds, but this is the only one I've ever seen. I suspect that structure is what the ancients called a transverse gate. Apparently they somehow used them to travel between chambers. Which world is beyond it, or what it will look like, I don't know, but as long as it remains locked, we'll never know. If it hasn't reacted to your battery already, then maybe it needs more power. Actually, now that I think about it, the energy inside that aquarium might be enough to power the gate. If so, we're not far from finally seeing the rest of the inverse. Why don't we give it a shot? Try and get that tank open. Do you see the central pool? I'd wager that it contains some sort of unlocking mechanism. I can't reach it, but perhaps you can dive in from above. Let's try out that new airframe. That is all. Now, you can change colour. There's a transparent one that makes things easier to see. And I can't unlock any of the rest. There is also like a crazy rainbow one for 1,000 wind. I'm actually going to put the default colours on, just because this is pretty. And let's fly. Now somewhere is where I came out. Here. Now for ages I flew around this chamber, wondering where the missing relic that I had to get here was. And now, I can dive under the water. And there is wind under here. It's worth noting as well, this is actually a lot more agile turning left and right under the water. Ooh, excellent. Let's get this. I can't remember how many pieces are down here. I don't think it's all of them. But we shall see. I think that's another one up ahead. No. Yes. Let's grab that. Another relic part. Is there even more to explore? There is up here. Is it leading me towards something, or is this just a last piece of wind to collect? I think that's just a last piece of wind. We're exploring up this far. Okay. I feel that the other relic piece may be still in the main chamber then. Let's head back. Oh, Kuraraka, I forgot to mention, I have a fishing rod with mending on it. Okay, slow down, airframe. Well, speaking of that, there is a $10 coupon on the Epic Games Store, and I doubt very much that this game is very expensive. So it's entirely possible that we could get it. This is the other chamber that I went to, isn't it? Hey, I've gone to the wrong place. Yeah, this is the chamber we started in. Oop. Ow. try this again. So yeah, I don't think there's any more relics in here, so we shall leave. Yeah, we'd have to do that, but that's not a problem. And let's just scooch our way out here. Okay, we may as well do as the archaeologists suggested and go for a dive. Don't miss. Dirt. And there we go. The chambers are open, and this gets released. Now the chamber's somewhat dark. Got a fair amount of wind now as well. Bust our way through this. And here on the right we can see one of the chambers that I opened. And inside is wind. I was fully prepared to say inside is nothing, but yeah, no, there's actually stuff in here. I know there's one that's got nothing in. There's also one that I believe has a relic in it, and it may well be the last one that I'm after. At least in this level. Aha. The sunfish. If I'm right, I can fly into it. And look at that. And you can mash buttons to escape, as it says. Now this is kind of an interesting one. It becomes incorporeal. And just within that zone, you have to enter the little glowy flowers. And you can shoot out of them to be able to reach the thing itself. Yeah, it seems to be just how it goes about diffusing the light in that regard. Let's do it again. And we get just completely yeeted out of the water. And we actually get to meet the sunfish. I'm trying to remember. Give me a moment. I want a voice effect for this. believe. Is this the echoey? I think so. Hello? So much has happened to me. I need a moment to think. That was you, wasn't it? You set me free. First from stone, then from wind. Thank you. As for me, long ago I lit the way for the inhabitants of this world. They revered me as a demigod. They called me the sunfish, and it became my name. I want to tell you all that has happened to the universe, and to me. But this place is but a temporary shelter amongst the hot cosmos. Our time together here is brief. I can only tell you one secret. A demigod is no divine creature. Our immortality flows from the wind we've amassed and nothing more. My magnificent light came at a cost. It is wind from other lives, other places. Wind gathered to me. It left the world parched and still. Beyond you, the little life that remains is likely bound up in the wind of a demigod like me. Now you have already started to free this wind. Your grander purpose is unknown to me, but I will make you an offer. The days here are turning to dusk. The inhabitants of my world have long since disappeared, and little remains for me to do with the wind I borrowed. You may take it. In exchange, I ask you, please carry forward my story in the memory of this place. As you forge ahead, attend to what remains, gathering what you can. If you don't, the memory of this place and the echoes of its inhabitants dies with it. Carry the memories with you, and they will survive. Little time remains. As a symbol of my trust, I will give over my wind. You may take it, as long as you carry one small burden. Don't let us slip into oblivion. I hope that audio came through nicely. And now we get to collect the sunfish's wind. And the gate is open. I light the way for myself. Now the archaeologist wants to talk, but we aren't done here, so we'll see what they want. I've never seen this world so dark. I think you may have discovered something big. That much wind would have needed a conduit. I think it was alive. I mean, it moved. It had to be alive, right? Cartographer, that orb of light may have been something far more complicated than I imagined. I'm not sure if I can even begin the explanation of the significance of it being here. It's been an astonishing day. I built a drone that can speak with me. Together we learned that demigods are real, and I'm fairly certain the transverse gate can now be unlocked and powered. After seeing all the wind released from that demigod, we may be able to do more than just power that gate. Imagine if there are other demigods out there with just as much power. Imagine what other places we can explore. Doesn't that sound exciting? The history books will tell stories of the amazing flying cartographer. Let's get out of here, Cart. A new world awaits us. Is there anything else you'd like to know? No, that's all. Think of what's waiting to be discovered. So I think I can actually unlock a new colour now. Yes. A couple of new colours even. I think I like this bluish one for now. But we are not finished with this place. I'm going to fly into this because I think this gives a little bit more story. There's a few of these with these blue rings around. Here we go. Life after the ancients. Trapped for untold centuries, they wove their homes like branches around the great mountains. Theirs was a life of simple decline, reluctantly drawing from past strength in gentle parasitism. They lived with the hope that this state would bring wisdom and enlightenment. I do not believe that it did. Well, for now, I want to dive back down here so that I explore from the same frame of reference as I did before. Because there is another relic here, and I didn't get this until the very end of the game because I didn't remember that you could go back to the room where you first started. It took me so long and I felt a bit dumb for not having picked it up sooner. It's interesting now, these little plants bulge my approach so I can actually use these launching points. Not that I need it so much under the water, because I'm so much more agile turning left and right than I am in the air. Aha! There it is! Relic acquired. This looks familiar. Derelict glass machinery. Attach the machine parts. And flex. This is the glass frame. A complex piece of glass art. Even in the last days of the inverse, the inhabitants found time to make things of beauty. And here we are, back out by the archaeologist. So there is a way out of here. I didn't know. That's a shame, because that means that I probably should have found those relic pieces much, much sooner. I didn't realise that this cave led through into there. It's so tiny. Let's hop out and change our airframe. So I can deliver this one. And now we get the glass piano. I think this is its default colour. And other colours on it make no difference. Not even the transparency. But this is actually the airframe that I would very much like to be able to do the rest of the game with. Purely because it is incredibly fragile. and it will make the game a bit more challenging. I've already completed it with the other easier to work airframes, and despite its fragility, this airframe has incredible agility as well. If I recall, yes, there's wind over there, so let's... Ooh. Some here as well. Let's circle round. I will show off the rainbow colour set, and it does look cool. Let's just gather up this last wind. I haven't crashed with this yet, which is good. Don't worry, there's plenty of opportunities later. Let's go around here. Yes, here we go. There is more wind to be had. Quite a lot more wind to be had even. And a relic. I knew there were more here. It's a loose piece we can chip away. And more. An entombed fossil. These remains seem to have undergone an aggressive and accelerated petrification. The bones have been replaced with crystalline matter. The crystals seem to grow best where energy would have naturally congregated. Individually, each crystal emits a small portion of heat and light. The accumulation of this power would be enough to provide daylight for an entire civilization. Somewhere around here should be the last aquarium. Aha. With a relic inside, I knew it. Here we go. Which we assemble into the Sunfish Commemoration, an ancient relief created long ago to commemorate the creatures that illuminate this world. Their magnificent glow once reached the furthest end of the ancient civilization. Collected 5 out of 5 relics. So that's definitely the last one. And I don't believe that there's any more wind to be had, but let's circle round nonetheless. To be fair to this airframe, whilst it is indeed fragile, it's not its fragility that presents the issue, but rather it's not that this is the worst airframe even, it's incredibly agile and actually a little slow, I am finding. So I don't think this would be so hard to work with as I first anticipated. Just go and explore down here. Ah, that's the other entrance into this. And I think, if I'm right, and I look at the other end, that's where I've busted out. Yes, okay. Well, we may as well move on then. I think we've gotten all of the wind. We've certainly got enough of it. We only need 1,000 for the top level stuff. And that marks the end of level 1. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful fly through such a beautiful game. We will be uploading episode 2 soon, just as soon as I can edit it. At this end of the recording, I have actually edited some of it. Editing software is a pain, I had forgotten that. But if you want to see more stuff like this, you can follow me over at Twitch, twitch.tv/nerdsfailme for more. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays at least, and we've got a lot of fun stuff going on. But until next time guys, take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you again.